All right, so we are in no gi uniform, but this is what we've been doing in the gi class this week. So we looked at the armbar from side control, but I want to update what we did afterwards, which was the running man escape. So we've been looking at a bunch of escapes of arm bars. This is the third from the spiderweb position when I'm laying flat on my back and my partner is in the mounted position. So I'm going to lay right here, Ty. And then if you would just kind of pop in this way, and I'm going to look at the camera over here. So Ty's got me in an armbar, so he's going to be seated, and his legs are over top, and I'm going to start with a grip here. So I've got my 10 fingers connected. I could also go with a palm-to-palm grip in this scenario here. The tighter that I get with my grip, the more kind of fixed to Ty I'm going to be, and the harder it's going to be for me to actually use this escape. So we could look at this in one of two ways. I can use this either as a finesse move where I just basically choose when I separate my hands and go for my escape, or maybe this is kind of like a last-ditch effort. If we're in a competition, we just want to try to give it one last go to escape this armbar, and so our hands get separated all of a sudden because we can't hold on any longer. So I like the 10-finger grip. I'm going to start there. As Ty's challenging my grip, he's kind of sitting back, trying to open. When I feel like I'm ready to go, I'm going to disconnect my hand, and I'm going to throw my arm and thumb over to Ty's wrong side hip. Okay? If Ty wants a really strong arm bar, he wants to take my arm underneath his right side, and he can also put my thumb underneath his underarm and get a really strong arm bar right there. So if I can shove my hand over to the wrong side, it's just going to be a little bit weaker, and then I also need to turn my thumb down to the mat. So I'm forcefully opening and shoving my hand and thumb down to the wrong side. Once I've got that hand in position, I'm going to use my knees for a little bit of momentum, and this is where the running man comes into play, because I'm going to start to catch some friction in the mat as I run around in a circle and kind of hit like a 180-degree spin. So not only am I walking 180 degrees in a circle, but my torso is spinning from back down to the mat to chest down to the mat. Once I get to this position, I'm going to flip my hand up, catch this thigh, because in this scenario, if I'm a little lazy, I'm at risk of getting armbarred, triangled. So Ty can kind of take this leg and throw it on the other side of my head. Boom, and now I'm in a tight triangle. It's going to be hard for me to escape. So I've got this little scoop grip. I'm going to pull it in tight, drop my ear to the thigh, and then I can just start to sandwich his legs down and come around the opposite side, so we almost get like an arm leg drag, and we can look to pass the guard. So once again, stuck in this spiderweb position. My hands are connected. Again, I like a looser grip for this scenario, so either 10-finger or palm-to-palm. The tighter I get, the more fixed to Ty I'm going to be. Once he's challenging my grip, he's trying to separate my hands, I let it open, and I shove my thumb over, and I start my run. Right? I turn, walk 180 degrees, and as I come up, I'm going to flip my palm up so it was down, thumb to the mat. That was getting me out of the armbar. Now I'm going to rotate, come back up, thumb comes up, and palm catches that thigh. My ear comes in, I pull him nice and tight, and then I'm just going to shuffle around to the other side so I can make sure that those legs stay pinned and I stay out of the threat of the triangle as I return to the top position. So we've got our running man escape along with some of the other escapes that we've been doing. Again, this works really nicely, both gi and no gi, but this is what we've been doing in the gi class this week. So running man escape, we're moving on to some new stuff next week.